Hello, you amazing human beings. Coach Rick here, coming to Around the Realandia, here on the Around the Real podcast, where I do these little mid-segment installments that I call Coach's Corner. Welcome to Coach's Corner. For those of you who don't know, I record these on Zoom, so it's a video recording, and it comes out to you first as a podcast. But they'll be put on to the YouTube version because all of this is filmed anyway. Just in case you wanted to know, maybe you didn't want to know, but find it interesting. I hope you do. Are you giving your gift? Are you giving your gift? The question I like to ask at the top of all my segments here. It's really the foundation of my work, the foundation of my acting class. I am an actor. I am an acting coach. Reluctantly stepping into the acting coach because, who am I? But I had been working for a couple of decades as a business coach and a life coach. And so there's a lot of that world that I bring into the acting coaching as well. But my very first teacher gave me one of the greatest lessons. And that was that you are a gift, right? I have an episode called The Gift, and then as The Gift Part 2. You can find my YouTube channel that I set up for Coach's Corner. It's called Coach's Corner. And it states that these are for CCC Entertainment's podcast of Around the Real. So we're all on the same page there. Those of you who do watch the videos, in case you ever wonder, and I've never spoken about this, but I'm blind in my left eye. I'm blind in this eye. Look at this one. This is the one that's looking at you. This is the one. This one will go off sometimes. It does its own thing. It doesn't wander, but it does come in. I don't need to get into an explanation, but I was shot in the eye with a BB gun July 3rd, 1979, right before my 9th birthday. Still have a BB in my head. The BB entered right in here, went around the eyeball, and hit the optic nerve. So if you're ever wondering why my eyes might seem a little off, hey, there it is. And that's my own challenge to deal with wanting to be an actor on camera. So those close-ups or the deliver this straight into the camera, those are challenging for me. One, because I worry about it. Two, obviously that's pulling me out of being present and in the moment. So anyway, just a little side note, a little something about me. Yeah, are you giving your gift? Are you doing your part to save the planet? If you've listened to me, I've done a couple of Around the Real podcasts with our lovely crew there. I like to speak in those terms. I believe that this is what we are here for. What I talk to the actors who come to the Actors Dojo, that's what I call my class. And, again, I'm not a teacher, I'm a coach. How can I teach you what you already have inside you? Right? But I can create a space and coach you to discovering you. And that's hopefully what we get. My method is the non-method. I don't believe in any method other than you need to do the work. You need to show up. You need to practice. You need to rehearse. And musicians, what do? You pick up your instrument or sit down at your instrument or whatever you do with your instrument and you practice, right? Hopefully every day. Writers write, dancers dance. Why the hell doesn't the actor act every day? That's my dog. Hey, buddy. That's Obi. This is what needs to happen. Now, obviously, you can practice every day in a vacuum and not get any better because you don't have anyone coaching you. You don't have any outside eye to say, ooh, hey, you know what? Instead of this, let's try this. Instead of this, let's try that. In that process, what I have discovered in my 6.5+ year lab is that people progress faster than any college or graduate school, which I've been through both. I'm classically trained. And in a year or less, they are camera ready. And in, 2 to 3 years, they're doing extraordinary work. And I'm not joking when I say extraordinary, as I've basically been saying every week in class, be it Monday night in person or Wednesday night on Zoom. I do have a Zoom class, 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got East Coast, West Coast, and Central all represented in this class. We're nationwide now. There are spots available. We get more people. I'll set up another class time, make it easier on the East Coasters. Showing up, doing the work, discovering, finding your voice, getting comfortable, and realizing that you can drop in instantly. You don't need to do any of this BS, and I really want to say it, but I'm trying to clean up my language here, guys. Bad psychology things that these teachers take you through and walking you into your past and who was that first person that told you you would never meet. You know what? Fuck that. That is so wrong and so not okay. All right? So much of this has been corrupted and polluted anyway. And if you go back, go ahead and read My Life in Art by Stanislavski, where everyone says we get the method from, right? Look at what he evolved to. None of this crap. You don't damage yourself. You don't hurt yourself. This is a healthy healing process, okay? This is what we do. Any emotion is instantly accessible to you. It's another paint in your kit. It's just a paint on your palette that you just reach down, grab it, and put it on the canvas. That's what we do as actors. It's that easy. Well, I shouldn't say easy. It's that simple. It's only easy when you've been doing it for years. It's only easy when you've allowed yourself to go there, when you have practiced, when you have rehearsed, right? Enough. Practice more. Rehearsal is a different thing. Which brings me kind of to the main point that I wanted to make, and it came up last night on Zoom class, and how getting the avail check is exciting, and then getting the audition notice more exciting, and then booking the gig, and how do you sustain in between that? I mean, here in Spokane, Washington, it's not a major market. We can go some time without auditions. It happens. And this is why I say it has to be about the work. It really has to be the artist's path, I think. Okay. And, plenty of people are going to disagree with me and tell me that whatever. I don't care. I know I'm happy. Am I booking as much as I want? No, of course not. I want to be working every day of my freaking life. That's what I want. No happier place for me than being on set. And of course, well, I want vacation time and stuff like that. But hey, if I'm on set, 5 days a week, 9 months out of the year, I'm sitting pretty, right? I think most of us would love that. Have a full-time job and take the summer off for R&R. If it's about the work, if it's about your personal growth, if it's about you taking and having that deep satisfaction in having hit that moment, in having be able to hit that note, be able to hit that combination, whatever. I really do want this. This isn't just for actors. This is for everyone. And everyone can make their life art. Make your life a work of art, right? How do you do that? Well, let it be about the work. Let it be about that artistic endeavor, about that growth. When you have that moment, whether there's one person watching or no people watching, it's just you and your scene partner. Maybe even you have a moment of revelation working on a monologue by yourself. That's being an artist. When it's a scene or a monologue, that's being an actor. When it's, hitting that insane combination, be it on your violin or in that dance routine, you did it because you didn't give up. You did it because you keep returning to get stronger. You keep returning to do the work. Let it be about the work. Let it be about you feeding your soul. The work will come. I promise you. Too many people out there, sorry to say, especially actors, that want to cut corners. I want to be famous now. I want to, chase into Hollywood, you know what? And I don't recommend it. And I've been saying, look, I have no desire to be famous, but I want to touch as many lives as possible. That sounds like some level of fame, right? I don't care about the name recognition. I want to touch your heart. I want to touch your soul. I want to know that you were deeply and profoundly affected by what I gave, by me giving my gift. The current system, I think, is very broken. Hollywood, very broken. Not a big fan of it. We need to start at least talking about what could be done differently. Don't settle. Just because Hollywood is doing it this way now doesn't mean it's right, doesn't mean it's okay. How about people should be treated humanely? How about, crew shouldn't be on set for 15, 16 hours and then have to come back a few hours later the next day? Not okay. What the hell happened in that last strike that didn't happen? Should have happened. Anyway, let it be about the work. Let it be about feeding your soul. There's your happiness. And then it's not dependent on any external anything. You are your own happiness because you keep feeding your soul. You keep growing and putting your heart out there. It doesn't matter if it's a room of 6 or 10 or 1,000. Touching a soul is touching a soul. That's sacred, sacred work. I love you. God bless. Till next time on Coach's Corner. Give your gift.